BIV? Never heard of that. Yeah, and so you said that Buffalo Bills is still open, but the roller coaster is closed now. So, yeah, things are going south down there. No pun intended. Really south. And I always thought it was a gamble, you know, to do that just 30 miles away when you're traveling 300 miles. You know, like I said in the video, if you're traveling 300 miles and you're 30 miles away, you might as well just go to the rest of the 30 all the way to Vegas, right? Instead of stopping off at Prim. But they had the premium shops down there, the outlet shops, and that was a major draw because people thought, oh, well, the prices must be good then. No, they're not. In fact, yes, exactly, Tobin. It was a huge deal. In fact, here the premium shops, the outlet, North Premium and South Premium, both located just off the strip here. The prices are comparable to what you find in the mall. What? The Hollywood sign relocated? No. That's gotta be, no. That can't be true, Charles. No. I hadn't heard anything about that. Environmental impact. Oh my God. What are they gonna think of next out there? Speaking of roller coasters, there's New York, New York. And the... Ah, Zooks. There you are. Brooklyn Bridge there. Come out here to MGM. Are they worried that that it's so dry because they refuse to deforest it or to clear the brush? So they're so worried about it being a fire danger now? Yeah, they don't clear the brush, so the brush, of course, catches fire when people do dumb things out there. Big guitar out there in front of Hard Rock. Yeah, so I've read a lot of people said that this was supposed to be a huge weekend here, but then like last night and today they were saying that it's been all hype. There hasn't been a whole lot going on. I was curious to come down here myself and see just how much was going to be brought here. But when you have a big event at the stadium on, you know, which they're doing tonight and tomorrow, I don't see them packing in down here on the strip when they're going to be, especially if that's the reason they're here, you know, for WrestleMania. $19 of you here. Thank you so very much for being here. Please like, follow, share, and subscribe. Really appreciate you. Every time you share it, really, really helps us out. I had a motorcycle cop behind me earlier when I was doing videos, and he pulled up next to me at the light and looked inside the car, and I guess he saw that I was filming, but they're on the bracket, so it's hands-free, so he just kind of stayed there, and then as soon as the light turned green, he took off. So I'm like, okay, yeah, you go first.
The speed limit.
London Bridge is in Havasu, yes, the original one, yes, and they were saying that it was. So what's the one of the name of the bridge in London? Yes, Tobin, I saw that. Yeah, he's going to be down there. He wants to do Sugar tonight down there. So that's supposed to be at the First Street stage there, the Crystal Shops there, and the Veer Towers right there, and a green light. So, yeah, so they were saying that the guy that brought the London Bridge over thought that he was bringing the, whatever, that big tall one, right, with the two towers on it. I forget what they call it over there. But he thought that was the bridge he was bringing over. And in fact, it wasn't. It was the smaller one. But nonetheless, that's the one that's in Havasu now, yeah. And that's like Havasu's only claim to fame. Well, that and the amoeba in the water. The brain-eating amoeba in the water, especially in the summer times. Yikes. The Tower Bridge, that's what it's called. That's right. Good job. Thanks, Tobin. The Tower Bridge. Yeah, they said initially he thought that that's what he was bringing over. But I guess that that was not correct. One of the live streamers here said that these billboard van here with the girls on it on the right said that photo was taken like back in the 90s. Said those girls probably look much different now than they did back then. They just keep using the same photo. So here we go by Bellagio. And the Bellagio fountains. And then of course Paris up there, the Eiffel Tower, 1/2 scale. And it's approaching 6 p.m. So the fountains should probably get going pretty soon, I would imagine. But I don't think I'm going to be able to sit in front of them. They've got the lane closed over there. Oh, little Can-Am. Or what? No, that's not a Can-Am. That's a slingshot. Isn't that what those things are called? Slingshot's the little thing in front of me. Pretty Mama, welcome. Hey, Waves, welcome. Thanks so much for being here. And see, there's the WrestleMania party ad right there at Horseshoe for tonight and tomorrow. There atop Old Red. There is the Bellagio. All these rumors that float around. And it was funny too because someone pointed out, like with the rumor about Excalibur and Luxor being demolished in favor of 2 80-story towers or whatever, that the FAA was not going to allow them to build a Legion Stadium or the MLB Stadium because of the height, because it's so close to the airport. So they're like, yeah, right, they're not going to let them build 2 80-story buildings right there, right that close to the airport, when they wouldn't, you know, let them build something higher with the stadiums. But these things, they just get legs of their own. And hey, Waves, yeah, so the only thing is my insurance, right? So I have like this special insurance because I do these videos, and unfortunately they won't let me do ride-alongs. That's the only problem with that. Otherwise, I'd love to. That would be awesome. But I'm really glad you're here, because the insurance only covers me, the way they have it all set up. I don't know if anyone else has insurance set up the way that I do, but I want to be safe. There's the Mirage. And of course the guitar there, taking form. God, traffic is light. We're really moving down here on a Saturday night. It's not normally like this. Right on, Waves. Okay, yeah. I'll work on that. And there's T.I., and then of course Encore and Win. Not T.I. the rapper, of course, but Treasure Island. And then the pirate ships out in front of it. Right there. Fashion Show Mall. Hey, Eric, welcome. Doing well. How are you, sir? Okay, cool. Thank you, Waves. I appreciate it. Fashion show over here. So they have an LED screen on the side of that support column there. That thing is ginormous too. Oh, and then another one over here. So both huge supports for the Cloud, right, Tobin? The Cloud. Although to me it looks like a surfboard or an alien ship, but something like that. Yeah, so I'm going to try and run into Sal later on tonight during his live. Last night, Tobin, I counted like 6 people live streaming down there on Fremont. I was like, because I was telling my wife on Thursday, I'm like, maybe I should try and go down there and do a live. The Cloud, yes, right on. And I'm like, maybe I should go down there and try and do a live. But then I'm like, but I'm sure they're going to have, others down there because they're doing these WWE things and all that, down there and all up and down the strip all weekend. And so, yeah, there were like 6 of them that I counted, all live streaming at the same time. And it's funny because some of them started buffering. And I'm like, well, your guys are buffering because you're all right next to each other. The tower can't take it. The cell tower can't take it. Because everyone's live streaming. Especially if you're trying to live stream in 4K. Goodness, that takes up a lot. So we passed by Resorts World over here. So one of the things that was in the news this week, so we told you about the $10.5 million fine for gambling. Hey, Billy, welcome. Thank you for being here. Rodney, thank you for being here. Living Color, yes. So I should have prefaced it by saying that. Thank you, Tobin. Yes, the group Living Color was there. They let's see. What was the name of the song? I'm getting Faith No More and Epic confused now from back in the day. Faith No More. What is it? But that's Epic. That's not Living Color. Oh, Cult of Personality. There it is. That's the one. Cult of Personality. Like Joseph Stalin and Gandhi. Blah blah blah. That was the song. That was the only big song they had that I remember from back then. But someone coordinated having them here for Friday night. Were they horrible? Yeah, I didn't even catch it. My son had the remote. It's so I wanted to be in Vegas Unlocked stream and help support them and stuff. And I every time I tried to get the remote. In fact, last weekend I think I said my son tore down the TV off the wall because he was mad. He's 3. He got mad. Tore the TV off the wall. So I wasn't able to watch really much of anything last weekend, but then got a new TV this week, and he still just commandeers the remote for me. And he's pressing buttons, but he doesn't know what he's pressing, so he goes into like Hulu and Netflix and everything. Joseph, welcome. Thanks for being here. So in addition to Resorts World and the $10.5 million fine they face for having bookies come along, right? And Michael, welcome. Thanks for being here, buddy. I'm glad